Hello. Today we're going to take a look at our one of our EBSCO databases, OmniFile. Like Academic OneFile, OmniFile is one of our larger, more broader subject area databases. So in that respect, it is a very good tool for pretty much any sort of paper you'd be working on. So we're going to quickly kind of take a look at how to get to the database, both on campus and off, and also how to do a search and the various tools that are available to you. So first off, to get to the database, you can either, if you're on campus, you start from the CAC library page and go down to, under library resources, go to access online databases and articles, and that will take you to the list of databases. And we kind of feature OmniFile here right at the top along with Academic OneFile. If you're off campus, you have to do the search. You have to get there a little bit differently. Go to your page in Blackboard and look for CAC Library Online. When you click that, it will take you to the library page in Blackboard. And from there, the link is here for all the databases. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at OmniFile. So basically, with databases, in a lot of cases, you're not going to once you get kind of familiar with one, you're not going to run into a lot of problems with any of the other ones. They're all set up basically fairly similar with similar tools. It's just a matter of like where they place them on the database itself. So like OneFile, OmniFile starts you off with just a basic keyword search, meaning whatever you type into this search box will be searched as a keyword in every place in the database. In the article, that's author, title, full text, all that stuff. But one of the things that OmniFile does a little bit differently is kind of gives you a chance before you do the search to kind of set some limits and options to kind of maybe help you narrow down and maybe you don't get overwhelmed with a lot of results that you don't need. So you can see it has the options. You always want to make sure that you have search within the full text checked. And that you also have that you want only full text articles returned as a search result. If your instructor has requested that you use only scholarly or peer-reviewed journals, you can check this box here, and then those will be the only results that come to you. If you know a specific publication that you're trying to search, you can do that here. If you need a specific date, you can enter that here. Or if you're looking for a particular publication type, again, if you need to do only academic journals, you can select that here. And that's basically, for the most part, all you'd really need with this. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a search. So basically, OmniFile, like OneFile or many of the other databases, once you do your search, it will pull up the list of results. It'll give you a little brief overview, title, authors, what journal it comes from, the date, and the volume issue. This is all information that you'll need when it comes time to do your citation. Kind of one of the interesting things that OmniFile does, it will actually show you if it'll give you kind of a preview if there's any graphics involved in the database, in the article. Also, it will give you the option between either an HTML full text version of the article or the PDF full text. And for the most part, you'll always get only full text results, but the difference between HTML and PDF is PDF actually means that it's an exact scan of the article as it appeared in the journal, which is kind of nice because it gives you the actual page numbers, which comes when it comes time to do your citations, makes things a whole lot easier. And again, they give you another chance once you've done the search, maybe once you've seen like how many results you've gotten, ways to narrow it down over here on the left. Again, you can redo the search showing only scholarly or peer-reviewed journals, or only ones if you decide all you want is the full text articles. You can narrow it by the publication date. Say if you were only looking for information published within the last year or so. And again, you can break it down based by source type, which again, is academic journals. These would be professional level journals, those written by professionals in a field for other professionals. This is most likely where you would find your peer-reviewed journals. Then there are kind of basic magazines. These would be more popular titles, things like Time and Newsweek, not necessarily being a bad source for articles, but not quite as good as ones you would find in an academic journal. And you can see a couple other categories here, but for the most part, you would be sticking with academic journals or magazines. Another nice tool with this is the subject. If you click to see that, it kind of gives you the different subject areas that are covered by the articles that come up in a result. Where this is nice is you can kind of see once you find articles that work for your subject, you might see a different way of kind of phrasing it. So when it comes time to do another search, maybe in another database, and you're not having much luck with your original search terms, you can come here and maybe see some alternative terms you can use and maybe have a little bit better luck finding the article. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at when you click on one of the articles. So we'll do that and sort of the tools that are available to you once you find an article that you want to use. So you can see I basically just did to show the HTML version. And that is basically just the text of the article reproduced. And I can show you here the difference between that and the PDF full text. So you can see this is how the journal appeared in the original journal, including page numbers and the images set in the text. So a lot of cases you'll find this a much easier way to kind of view and use the articles. So if you have the option, I would definitely recommend going with the PDF version over the HTML version. So again, we're going to take a look at the tools. So once you find an article that works for you, again, it will give you the sort of the basic information, title, authors, journal information. Nice thing it kind of does too is it will show you where in the article your search terms appeared, so you can kind of get an idea of how kind of how much the article is actually about the thing that you're looking for. That can save you some time if it when it comes time to deciding whether or not an article is useful for your research or not. So some of the other tools that you can find if you are at home or in one of the library or campus data computer centers, you can print out the article and have it saved. You can click to email the article to yourself. You can save it to a flash drive or to the computer you're on. And then this is a very handy tool. It actually has citation tools. Most databases will have this now, which makes doing your citations page for your paper quite a bit easier. If you click this, it will pop up and it will give you all the different methods of article citation and show you what that should look like. There's MLA, and at this point you can either copy and paste this article or this citation into your journal, into your citation page, or if you click on export, you can actually export the citation to one of your, like say a citation management tool like RefWorks, which is one of the tools that are made available to you from the CAC library. And finally, if you're just going to if you're not going to use the tools that they give you to say email or save the article, finally this permalink, if you click that, it will give you a permanent URL link back to this article, so you can be sure to come back and find it in case you are kind of in the middle of researching and you're jumping around from page to page. It sometimes is easy to lose track of where an actual article is, and by using this URL, it will actually bring you straight back to this. So hopefully with this overview, you have a better idea of how to use OmniFile. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at the library and we will be happy to help you.